Hey people, Invertir 53, Fortuna Sanctum blue team. It's Seraf with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero with powerful battlefield manipulation and control. The Alpha Legion elite scheme alongside Rogal Dorn shown up with an Apothecary, support hero fighting in melee combat by default begins with a heal and a passive health regeneration aura. Quite fittingly using one of the Imperial Fist schemes. There's 3 of them, I think this is the elite scheme. And riding off the team here is Laur with a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage over time ranged weapon. Can also get some melee stuff going on, some strong utility and support. We have the Iron Warriors elite scheme. Red team, the Friendly Devil is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, going to infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support. And alongside double Lord Generals, first up is Ural, and we have Panzerfaust with the Vostorian Firstborn elite scheme. These guys start off with a retinue of stormtroopers to help them out, can add to the retinue, fighting in ranged combat. They have a bunch of defense and support. Looks like, yep, Ural grabbed that central VP for the 2-to-1 very early on. Chaos now trying to push back the guardsmen. CSM chasing them in melee. Heretics chasing them in melee. Can they get a Doom Blast? I think they can. They're in melee charge mode. There it is. And then they run, of course they do, and CSM also flee. Getting doubled now, here comes Ural. Rogal Dorn needs to come over and help. They are capping up the mid. Oh, down goes the Sorcerer. I guess they got flesh hooked and bitten a lot. Heretics escape, as do the CSM, and blue team are retaking the mid, thanks to these fast capping tactical marines. Now they got to back away from the angry guardsman. Sentinel took some damage from the Plague Champion there. Gonna get a decap on the VP, I think. And Flamers up for the guardsman already on the power. Scouts, I don't think, can do much about this. The CSM maybe can tie them up in melee. Meanwhile, in the mid, Lictor Alpha is on the prowl. More pressure on that power now from Ural. Scouts might need to escape, lest they drop a model. The Lord General dropped his retinue buddies and flees. That's Panzerfaust. We have a multi-laser turret up though to help put this pressure on. They got the decap and they bashed a node and one of the gens. Heretics are going to wipe. They got stomped. That was a well-timed stomp. Those heretics got away though. Maybe some noise marines for Laur would be good. Looks like Rogal Dorn's got assault squad on the way. They're not putting much effort into capping the VP. Rather fight here, which is generally the way you want to do it. Fight then cap. Apothecary trying to get something done. Get some knockdown. Now smacking on the Stormtrooper retinue fellas. Just healed himself there. Tactical Marines couldn't quite engage while staying in cover. They had to get out of cover and took a bunch of damage. They are in retreat. Here is the Assault Squad though. Do they both have ground pound? They do. There's a jump. Disruption when they land. There's a stomp. They are being focused a bit. Here comes another stomp. Well played, the Imperial Guard players there. That should get rid of them, I think, yeah. Down to half health and they are out of there. Jumped in, stomp, stomp, retreat. Heretics with an aspiring champion for Laur. Increases their melee effectiveness by boosting the health of the other models and making their Doom Blast do more damage. And he's pretty decent in melee himself, the aspiring champion. He's got a chainsword and stuff. Still, the pressure is on. What's going on west side? It's nice and quiet. Tyranids be capping. We've got a warrior brewed up for Friendly Devil, granting the basic synapse to those Hormagaunts and Termagants, and adrenal glands for the Hormagaunts. So you might see a melee build for Friendly Devil, perhaps with, yep, pheromone support is already up. Lord General goes down. That is Ural. Tactical Marines got stomped all over the place as well. Noise Marines are indeed on the way for Laur. Multi-laser storage still doing its thing. It's a nice flank though from Seraf. Got both the Sentinels, I think. Surely that's going to fall. Yep, the pistols of the Heretics is enough. Both the Sentinels went down. Well done, Seraf. Friendly Devil didn't quite react in time, but they are bashing power in the mid. At least they're getting something done. That was an artillery spotter shell. That smoke there. Heretics pushing all the way through. And these guys had a big hand in both of those sentinel downs. Still tearing through guardsmen there. We got some Tyranids up. These guys have power melee damage and a shotgun blast like that. But they would have got wrecked by the Noise Marines, so good thing they ran off when they did. The Sonic Blaster of the Noise Marines does AoE damage and shuts down ranged attacks. Tier 2 for Ural. I imagine Seraf is going tier 2 now with double CSM. And double Assault Marines for Rogal Dorn, awesome. Heavy Bolter Turret keeps the CSM at bay. Noise Marines couldn't quite get on the power quickly enough, being tied up by guardsmen, who then run, but here comes the Lord General to tie things up. Quite good at that early on, with his 3 model retinue, well 2 model retinue, 3 including himself, can tie things up pretty well, especially like a squad of Marines. Submarine jump. Maybe we'll see the Purification Rites. Does they have it already? No sign of it yet. Expect 90 power getting the double Assault Marines up. Can they get a Warrior Brood off these guys? They can. You saw that Synapse backlash, but there was nothing close enough to take damage from it. They got 2 of them. And perhaps they can revive the Sorcerer now, eh? No shotguns. Apothecary is idle at the moment. Meanwhile, east side, more power bashing. Each player has a flamer on their guardsman. Or 3 flamers, I think it is, isn't it? Or is it 2? It is 3. They get 3 of each special weapon. And now they have a heavy weapon squad to help shut this stuff down. I don't think you guys can get close enough. Noise Marine buddies need to run. Assault squad jumping in. Another one jumps in. Catechins are going to join the fight soon. They can shotgun blast maybe. Help these guys get away. Shotgun blast and then close for melee probably. There we go. CSM is shooting them up though. Catechins also act as a detector. That's the eye indicator you can see there. Some power melee on those retreating assault squad. And there's their grenade launcher. They can disrupt from long and short range. And support with a smoke grenade too. 355 to 402. Very versatile little squad if you can handle all their abilities and time them well. Light grenades for the Plague Champion. First throw was telegraphed, but still gets to hit. That was spread decay among red units, red team units. It won't spread to blue team units if they're not in that initial explosion. 355 to 368, leveling up the Lictor Alpha to 2. Warrior Brood having a look at the power. Oh, didn't like what they saw and backed away. In the mid, it's blue. Scouts, a single scout, we should say. We'll call him Frank. He's decapping that wreck point. Is he going to die immediately? Have I doomed Frank? Get out of there. He's alright. Frank's okay. CSM grabbing the eastern edge wreck point. Power is also turning blue. Got some Nurgly worship for that health regen. I think you meant to say Nurglite. But I always say Nurgly. Adrenal glands for the Warrior Brood gives them heavy melee, a bunch more health, more melee skill, and the melee synapse, which is amazing for these Hormagaunts. Double Assault Marines happy to jump in. No Purification Rites. I'm not sure what their plan is here. Heal the Assault Marines and hope. Here come Heretics to help out. There's a Chimera. Looks like it's got a bit too far away from the Tyranids though to help them reinforce. I guess they had pheromones up anyway. Warrior Brood I think are going to wipe. Yes they are. I guess that was their plan. Just brute force it and it worked. Friendly Devil should have got his Warrior Brood out a lot quicker. I assume they were waiting for them to reinforce off the pheromone cloud and just misjudged it. Sorcerer. Is that the Sword of Flame I see? Yes it is. He's fully kitted out. Sword of Flame, Vestments of the Warp, and the Icon of Tzeentch. Oh, maybe Icon of Tzeentch did some stuff there to the Tyranids that I didn't see. Guardsmen should be in trouble here too. Yep. Need to run from this, fellas. Get back to your Chimera. Or they're just happy to eat the requisition and reinforce through it, I guess. Oh no, did the nid drop? Jinx to the Brood on the way. Hopefully not. 335 to 319. Assault squad are fleeing. These guys have a melter bomb. And there's the circle of summoning in the back. So 1-to-1 here. Light grenade throw doesn't hit. Oh, that would have been a beautiful hit there as they got out of the Chimera. Lots of plasma guns. Plague Champion falls. Bloodletter's having some fun. Ogren's up here for Panzerfaust. Assault Squad wipes. Ogre is doing their job immediately, supported by the Lord Generals incoming. What have you got? Nothing on Ural. Genestealer Brood now for Friendly Devil. This does not look like AI behavior to me. So hopefully they haven't dropped. Havoc's trying to stem the tide of Guardsmen. Noise Marines backing away. Ogrins are a new threat now they need to deal with. Maybe get some suppression up. They do have Havocs from Laur. They're not directed at the Ogrins quite yet. Are they going to wipe these heretics? They got pretty close to it. Ogre's leveled already. Couldn't quite get the heretics down. The Assault Squad jumping in with their sergeant. Gives them the Merciless Strike and that power sword. Still no war gear for the Apothecary. And often you see the Apothecary get like midway through tier 2 with no war gear. Noxious Cloud from Laur here. There it is. Global ability of the Plague Champion. A menace for Guardsmen that are just hanging around. Can they kill the Lord General here? Not quite, I don't think. Look at the damage it's doing to the Heavy Weapon Squad though. Bloody hell. We have a Venom Brood up for Friendly Devil. Backing away there. Yeah, it definitely does not seem like AI behavior from the Tyranid. I think they're asking because of the way that Warrior Brood wiped. Didn't retreat sooner. Doesn't seem like AI behavior to me, the way he's moving that group of units around. Yeah, just retreated them off to get back. It's Frank, look at him go. Now capping that VP. Are they going to get a triple here? Need to get their natural back first. There's the Melter, and it's going to get hit rear armor here. Crack, that was a big chunk of damage. We got a Plasma Cannon up now for Rogal Dorn. Chaos Dreadnoughts on the way for Laur. Doom Bolts flying in. The first Doom Bolts I think I've seen. Which is amazing. Plasma Cannon. Some friendly fire. Chimera I think is going to be okay. Marco Jean CSM. Don't quite have enough anti-vehicle DPS to put a pressure on it there. 239 to 291. They certainly have the damage to mess up the Ogrins though. There's incoming. Help them close the distance maybe. Plasma Cannon gets a good hit. Those guys are lucky that they retreated. CSM level up to 3, bloody hell. And level 2 on those guys. Sorcerer also level 2. Seraf is trying to grab the VP with a capillary tower up. There's the Lictor Alpha himself. He's there. 234 to 280 is a single cap here for the red team. Are they going to grab the VP? Looks like the Lictor Alpha maybe is going to go for it. Nope. Wants to fight. Fair enough. Here is the Chaos Dreadnought with the Mark of Khorne for Laur. Dark Flames on the Tyranids. Genestealer Brood are a very, very dangerous fight for these Assault Marines. Genestealer Brood are melee superiority. They can tear through stuff really well. Have that heal on hit, which, as you can expect, helps them massively in a melee fight. And also pop their adrenal rush, to heal even more. And then they die, of course, as I was talking them up. They die. So does the Lictor Alpha goes down too. Just stayed in the fight too long. As soon as the Assault Marines retreated, they should have retreated themselves. CSM with a ton of war and Aspiring Champion. Friendly Devil is very depleted. They are in tier 3. Seems like they got the Genestealers, they dropped in the Venom Brood, and then they went straight tier 3. Which is fair enough. You'll often see Tyranids go to tier 3 after a quick tier 2 purchase of something like a Tyrant Guard or Genestealers or Zone Throat, and they go tier 3. They ride it in there. And they get this Chaos Dreadnought down. Rogal Dorn suggesting a warp for the Dreadnought, but it doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Seraf either wasn't paying attention or didn't know what Rogal Dorn was talking about. Frank is still going. Look at him with his bolter. His bolter of doom. You shoot those Ogrins good, Frank. Merciless strike knocks them down, but they still get through to the plasma cannon. Frank's okay, guys. Don't worry. He ran off. Can they get the plasma cannon devastators? Maybe the Chimera can. Yes, they can. Terminator's coming in though for Rogal Dorn. Laur down to 2 units. Friendly Devil down to 3. Carnifex on the way though, and here is a Lehman Russ for Ural. More Havocs for Laur. Always a good way to recover, I think, is set up teams in a 3v3, 227 to 209. Sorcerer on the natural VP of the red team. Is he? Oh, they're not capping. Meanwhile, mid is being capped by red. It's going to be a 1-to-1. I'm not sure if Seraf has sorted out that cap in the northwest there. This Chimera has done really well for Ural. Lehman Russ, no upgrades yet. Cyclone missile launcher gearing up for a launch. Look at the damage. Holy crap. Rocket run. Wasn't a fantastic hit. Lehman Russ backs away. Did Melter Bomb go in? There's the Melter Bomb. I don't think it's enough. Maybe if the Terminators teleported in with their Power Fist, they could have finished it. But yeah, you want to keep your teleport for defensive maneuvers like that. Like when Ogrins are mad. Did they get the VP? They decapped it. Level 4 Sorcerer. There's some Zinchian worship to infiltrate stuff. We have a Barb Strangler Carnifex here. And look what that thing can do. AoE plasma cannon damage, I believe. Is that right? Yep. 125 damage per shot, and it suppresses you. And now the Sorcerer wants to fight it in melee. Which, I mean, stop it firing its weapon, but it's still a 20-foot alien. It will kill you pretty well in melee too, if you're a Sorcerer. Rocket run. Ouch. That was quite painful. Both of the CSM survived, mainly because, yeah, they're level 4. I don't think they would have survived if they weren't level 4. It's just double CSM now for Seraf. Friendly Devil turns it around on the west side because of that nuke from one of his allies. Plague Champion puts up the Pestilent Strike aura thing. Granting, it's like 80% on 90% range damage reduction. That's pretty nuts. Can use it either offensively by getting in there and stunning stuff, or defensively, as you just saw. Kicking off in the mid, is it? Yes, it is. Bunker being dropped in. Probably a repair bunker for the Lehman Russ eventually. Melter Bomb on it. Cyclone Missile Launcher on it. Look at the damage from the Cyclone Missile Launcher. It's pretty nuts. And I assume you can buff that using combat stims from the Apothecary and stuff. Apothecary falls thanks to the autocannon shooting him a bunch in the back. Push, says Seraf. Neurothrope on the way. Seraf with the Great Unclean One on the way, as they mentioned in the chat, I think. Yep. Ogrin's on the VP. Red team trying to stabilize the mid, and Imperial Guard are pretty good at that. Can the Imperial Guard keep the pressure on the natural VP of the blue team? In a moment they are. Oh, there's a nuke on the Tyranid blob. I think everything got away. Yeah, Carnifex just strolls away. Plague Champion falls. Got the decap though. And chucked his Blight Grenade. Look at that. 183 to 190. Assault Squad jump. Carnifex is right there. Could go into melee with them. Looks like it's trying to shoot though. Oh, they were trying to use their Melter Bomb there, I think. But the Kasrkin with their grenade launchers knocked them over. Kasrkin are limited to 1 these days. Much more powerful in 2.952 onwards. Have really good foot speed. Can change their weapons for free. And they're all pretty damn strong too. Power bashing here. Terminators are disagreeing with this power bash. Getting some inspiration on kill. They're taking a fair amount of damage, and here come Ogrins. Everything was buffed by incoming too, and they used their teleport to get there, so they can't use it to escape yet. Great, and Clean putting pressure on the mid. I want to see what happens to these Terminators though. Down goes one. Melter guns getting shots into. There's a disruption from the assault squad. No, it's not. They were kept upright by the incoming, and they wiped the Terminators. Well played, Panzerfaust. Saw the opportunity and went after it hard. Great, on Clean having some fun. Rogal Dorn down to 2 units. Laur does have a Chaos Predator. Here comes a Baneblade for Ural. Down to 83 VPs though, the blue team. Central VP is uncapped. Tyranno formation from Friendly Devil there. Got some hits. Great, unclean one. Maybe get warped out by Seraf. Although, where's the body though? Oh, the body's there. The warp teleports the unit back to the Sorcerer's location, so that wouldn't be helpful. They might be able to chase it down. Meanwhile, Ogrin is doing a fantastic job for Panzerfaust. These guys level 4. Predator with the Mark of Corn just buffs all of the guns. Seraf asking for Laramans for some reason, so he can teleport the Great and Clean one back to base maybe, but it's right there. Oh, no red, says Rogal Dorn. 43 to 190. Great Unclean one gets away. It is super heavy infantry armor, this guy, so vulnerable to plasma damage, for example, and melter damage. Sword squad jumping in. No melter bomb though. I guess I didn't have the energy for it. We are getting missile shots in there. 31 VPs remaining for the blue team. Can they mount a comeback? Would be a hell of a comeback. I think they've got this. Leman Russ. Chaos Predator gets right up to it and takes it down. And that was all from the trying to chase down the Great Unclean one. Here's a Baneblade though, already being repaired by the bunker, although it's taken no damage yet. Havocs with a las cannon being chased off. Oh, the grenade launchers do friendly knockback. Fair enough. Well, here's your Baneblade, bristling with guns, heavy bolters, las cannons, mega battle cannon, and a demolisher. Demolisher needs to be used manually via an ability, but everything else will fire automatically these days. Oh, they just crack grenaded the Predator there, I think. Kashakin doing some good work. Need to be careful though. Where's Frank? Oh, Frank's down, you guys. Frank is gone. I don't know where he died, but he was amazing. Where's the Neuro Throat? It's right there. Another Carnifex is up. He's gone for the Venom Cannon. And there's another Baneblade. Down to 8 VPs, the blue team. Land Raider Redeemer up for Rogal Dorn, but isn't enough. Heretics wipe. Might be too much to deal with. Those guys just tanking the Noxious Cloud there. At the moment, anyway. Wow, Assault Squad got messed up. It wiped one of the Termagants, I think. They took out one of the Baneblades. They got it done. Las Cannon and Missile Launcher. And that one is low. Tactical Marine's trying to chase it down. Looks like it's got back far enough. Land Raider's pushing through. Great Unclean One's there too. Great Unclean One passively damages nearby enemies just by his sheer presence. Has some nasty abilities too. Down to 8 VPs, but they have the double here, the blue team. Can they do this? Got that central VP. Great Unclean One's causing problems there. Seraf does not have the red to warp it out though. Even if they did, where even is the Sorcerer? There's a rocket run. Does it get the... No, doesn't finish off the Land Raider. It's so low there. It's so low. They're being very distracted though by the Great Unclean One. Very distracted. Single cap now for blue. They're getting the natural back though. bunker, helping to keep that Baneblade alive. There's another bunker back there. I wonder if they're both repair. Just to cover more of an area. There's a melter bomb on the Baneblade. Here come Ogryns. Those guys can tie up the missile launcher and put pressure on the assault marines too. Great Unclean One is still out there. Mass Reza says Laur, referring to Laraman's blessing of Rogal Dorn. I think they've got the Great Unclean One here. Yeah, Great Unclean One goes down. Just tried to create as much space as possible, didn't he? Did a good job pushing them back. And now we'll see if the Land Raider falls. Is the Baneblade going to push it? Here come Melter Kasrkin. Level 4 Melter Kasrkin too. There's the crack. Oh, it missed. The crack grenade missed there. The Monolithic Cannon. Did it go off? I don't think it went off. Tried to hit the las cannon there. The Lord General of Panzerfaust, level 9, using his Commissar Retinue shield there to try and cap. Gets decap. Double low steal for blue. It's close. The Land Raider. How is the Land Raider still alive? Las cannon's getting shots in. Land Raider is taken out. Lehman Russ on the flank there, but the blue team have it. The blue team have it. Hold, said Seraf at the end. Wow. How did they manage that? Level 8 Sorcerer. I think it was all that Great Unclean One push, you know, by Seraf. If the Great Unclean One didn't push like that, then the Venom Cannon Carnifex wouldn't have been pushed back. The Baneblade wouldn't have been pushed back. They could just wiped out the Land Raider and got the VP, I think. But that Great Unclean One push, it sacrificed itself for the win there, I think. Apothecary level 6 at the end. The Sorcerer was level 8. Had the Tome of Subjugation. Laur's played Champion level 8 on the VP. Level 4 Lictor Alpha. Had a level 7 Lord General with the Melters, was it? I think so. And this is the Melter. Panzerfaust, level 10. Did have the Baneblade too. What an awesome game. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.